How Usain Bolt became wealthy. The untold story behind his success. What if I told you that the fastest man in history was once a mischievous boy who preferred mangoes over medals, football over footwork, and pranks over practice? That before he became a global icon, he was just a lanky teenager dodging homework in a sleepy Jamaican town where even the cows had nicknames? How did Usain Bolt go from hiding chalk at Waldensia Primary to rewriting the laws of physics in Beijing? Why did he slow down mid-race and still break the world record? What secrets lie behind the gold rush, the scandals, and the heartbreaks that followed? And what happens when lightning retires? Does it fade quietly, or does it start a family named Thunder? This is not just a documentary. It's a full-throttle sprint through the life of a legend. From Born to Bolt, to Mischief Mangoes and the making of a legend, through Beijing, Brilliance and the birth of a myth, and into the heart of love, legacy, and little bolts. We're diving deep into the triumphs, the tears, the twists, and the thunderous legacy of Usain St. Bolt. So buckle up, because once this story starts, you won't want to blink. Sherwood Content, Jamaica, August 21st, 1986. A town so tranquil, even the cows had social calendars. Picture it. Rolling green hills, the scent of jerk chicken wafting through the air, and a community so tight-knit, gossip traveled faster than Wi-Fi. In this pastoral paradise, Usain Bolt was born. His cry wasn't a wail, it was a whoosh. Locals swear the wind changed direction that day. His father, Wellesley Bolt, was a mechanic who could fix a car blindfolded and still lecture you about cricket. His mother, Jennifer Bolt, was a school teacher with the patience of a saint and the precision of a mathematician. Together they raised Usain with a parenting style best described as loving boot camp. Wellesley's famous line? Me pay school fee one time. If you pass, you good. If you fail, you hafi find die money yourself. Translation: you get one shot. Fail, and you're crowdfunding your education. Young Usain was a whirlwind of limbs and laughter. He had the energy of 5 toddlers and the focus of a goldfish. Cricket was his first love. He idolized Walker Yunus, dreaming of becoming a fast bowler. Football came next. Academics? Somewhere between May and what's that? At Waldensia Primary School, he was known for racing classmates barefoot and still winning, hiding teachers' chalk, mimicking voices so well he once impersonated the principal over the PA system. His grades? Let's just say his report card had more red ink than a thriller novel. But his speed? That was divine. At William Knibb Memorial High School, fate intervened. Enter Pablo McNeil, a former Olympic sprinter with the patience of a monk and the persistence of a mosquito. He saw Bolt's stride, long, effortless, like a cheetah on roller skates, and knew he'd found a gem. But Bolt was, let's say, reluctant. Coach, I'm tired, he'd groan, mid-stretch, mid-yawn, mid-prank. McNeil's challenge wasn't training Bolt's body, it was training his mind. Bolt loved jokes, naps, and mangoes more than drills. But McNeil persisted, and soon Bolt was clocking times that made stopwatches question their existence. August 16, 2008, Beijing Olympics. The world tuned in. Bolt lined up for the 100-meter final. The gun fired. And then, magic. He sprinted like the track owed him money. At 80 meters, he looked left, saw no one, and celebrated. Arms wide, chest out, smile blazing. He finished in 9.69 seconds, a world record. While slowing down, 3 days later, he obliterated the 200-meter record with 19.30 seconds. I just blew my mind in the world, he said, with the humility of a man who knew he'd just become a legend. From 2008 to 2016, Bolt was untouchable. He won 8 Olympic golds, dominated world championships, and in Berlin 2009 ran the 100 meters in 9.58 seconds, a time so fast physicists considered calling it Bolt time. He became a global brand. Puma gave him a lifetime deal. Gatorade made him the face of hydration. Hublot put him on luxury watches. He launched Bolt Mobility, a scooter company that zoomed through cities like he zoomed through tracks. He also founded the Usain Bolt Foundation, focused on education and cultural development. His heart never left Sherwood Content. Bolt's personality was as electric as his speed. Some of his most iconic quotes: "I don't think about limits. I just imagine all the people who doubted me, and I try to prove them wrong. I'm a legend now. That's what I am." He danced after races, struck the famous lightning bolt pose, and made sprinting fun again. He was the antidote to robotic athletes. He was alive. Bolt met Cassie Bennett, a Jamaican entrepreneur, and together they welcomed Olympia Lightning Bolt, St. Leo Bolt, and Thunderbolt, 2021. Yes, Thunderbolt. The man named his son like a Marvel superhero. Respect. Bolt retired in 2017 after the London World Championships. His final race? A bronze in the 100 meters and a pulled hamstring in the relay. Not the fairy tale ending, but Bolt took it with grace. He now mentors athletes, DJs, and occasionally reminds the world, I'm still the fastest man alive. It was the World Championships in Daegu, South Korea. The stadium was packed, the cameras were rolling, and the world was holding its breath. Bolt, the reigning king of sprint, stood at the starting blocks for the 100-meter final. And then, twitch. A fraction of a second too soon, Bolt launched forward before the gun fired. The crowd gasped. The officials didn't blink. Under the new one-and-done false start rule introduced in 2010, there were no second chances. Bolt was disqualified. He ripped off his shirt in frustration, walked off the track, and later said, I'm human. I make mistakes. The irony? His training partner Johan Blake won the race. Bolt's absence felt like Wi-Fi dropping during a Netflix finale. The rule was criticized for being too harsh, especially for a sport measured in hundredths of a second. Flashback to Beijing 2008. Bolt and his Jamaican relay team, Nesta Carter, Asafa Powell, Michael Frater, blazed through the 4x100 meters in world record time. Gold medals all around. Fast forward to 2017, and the IOC retests Carter's sample, revealing methylhexanamine, a banned stimulant. The result? The entire team was stripped of their gold. Bolt's perfect triple-triple, 3 golds and 3 Olympics, was shattered. It's rough, Bolt said. Losing a medal you worked hard for because of someone else's mistake. Carter apologized. Bolt forgave him. But the sting lingered. It was like losing a family heirloom because your cousin borrowed it and accidentally set it on fire. In January 2023, Bolt discovered that $12 million USD had mysteriously vanished from his account at Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, a Jamaican investment firm. The scandal dated back over a decade and affected more than 200 clients, totaling $30 million USDs in losses. Bolt's reaction? A mix of fury and heartbreak. If this happens to me and it is a guan for 2 years and I can't see back a dime, you really start to evaluate, he said. He accused the government of dragging its feet and hinted at taking the fight global. The alleged mastermind? Former SSL employee John Ann Panton, now facing multiple fraud charges. Bolt's legal team is still sprinting toward justice. In 2014, Bolt met Cassie Bennett, a Jamaican entrepreneur, lawyer, and marketing powerhouse. Their chemistry was instant, like mango and pepper sauce. Cassie's fierce intellect and philanthropic heart matched Bolt's charisma stride for stride. They went public in 2016, and despite a few bumps, including a birthday scandal in London, their bond endured. In May 2020, they welcomed their daughter. Olympia Lightning Bolt, a name so iconic it deserves its own comic book. In 2021, twin boys arrived, St. Leo Bolt and Thunderbolt. Yes, Thunder. The man named his son like a superhero sidekick. Respect. Bolt often says, my greatest race is being a father. Why? Because parenting 3 kids is harder than outrunning gravity, and judging by the joy he shares online, he's winning that race with gold medal flair. Bolt had planned to retire after Rio 2016, but sponsors and fans begged him for one more season. So he laced up for the 2017 World Championships in London. His final 100-meter race? A bronze behind Justin Gatlin and Christian Coleman. His final relay? A pulled hamstring mid-race. The curtain fell not with a bang, but a limp. I've proven everything I need to prove, Bolt said. I'm ready to chill. He admitted he hadn't trained well, grieving the loss of a close friend and battling burnout. His doctor had warned him not to compete, but Bolt showed up, for the fans, for the legacy. Today, Bolt is a man of many hats. He spins tracks with the same rhythm he once ran with. Mentor, he guides young athletes, reminding them that greatness is earned. Dancer, yes, he still dances. The lightning bolt pose lives on, and every now and then he reminds the world, I still hold the records. Usain Bolt's journey is a masterclass in resilience. He's faced disqualifications, betrayals, financial fraud, and the bittersweet sting of retirement. But through it all, he's remained the same joyful, mischievous, magnetic force that sprinted into our hearts. He didn't just run fast. he ran deep, into culture, into fatherhood, into history. Before you dash off like Bolt in the final stretch, don't forget, if you enjoyed this electrifying journey through the life of the fastest man alive, make sure to follow us for more jaw-dropping stories. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss a beat. Smash that notification bell to get alerted the moment we drop another tale packed with speed, scandal, and swagger. Next up, Vienna.